We have the 16, we have 29 of that, and we require 16 for that particular part of the slab. So we look at the length again to verify that okay, it's the same thing that we're talking about. So we have the length is as 33,750, which is the length across the longer span of the slab. If you remember, length across the longer part of the slab. So now you have it as 3750, which is the length, which confirms that okay, this is exactly what we are doing. We're going to be arranging this Y12, 12Y12 across this, and it's going to be sleeping horizontally just like this, as denoted by this black bar. So now you also have, let's look at what else you have. So after this 3750, you have the bending schedule itself, which is the main thing that you need to watch out for. It says we'll be bending it straight, and its length is going to be 3710. The length of the span is actually 3710. The length of the span, which means the length of this span from here to here is 3710. You can recall that the length from here to here, actually, which is the length of the stretch of your bar, is 3750, but the length of the span from here to here will be 3710. So after you have arranged your bar at 250 spacing, you have this length to be 3710. So we can escape that now and go on to our next step, which is 250. This 250 represents the spacing of your bars. Just like we said the other time previously, you are going to be having a spacing of 250 between each bar. So if your first bar is here, you have a spacing of 250 mm, then you replace your second bar, a spacing of 250 mm, place your third bar, a spacing of 250 mm, and on like that. So that's what this 250 represents. And this B2, as we've already touched it before, represents the positioning, the location of your bar. While it is also the main bar, we recollect that we already discussed that it is the main bar on the second layer, of your slab reinforcement, and it's also going to be arranged. If you click this, you realize that it's going to be arranged horizontally. They're going to be arranged horizontally, but arrayed vertically, which means you are placing it like this, but it's going to be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till you get to 12, and the spacing is going to be 250.